In Tolkien's Legendarium, some creatures are whispered about as if they were nightmares, too great for the waking world. Anchalagon the Black, greatest of the winged dragons, and Ungoliant, the primordial spider of Unlight, who once nearly destroyed Morgoth, the Dark Lord himself. But what if fate twisted? What if these two monsters crossed paths in an alternate timeline? A battle of hunger against fire, of void against flame. To understand their meeting, we must first recall their nature. Ungoliant came from beyond Arda, a creature of the void, older than the shaping of the world itself. Her hunger was endless, devouring even the light of the two trees of Valinor. Anchalagon, forged in the pits of Angband, was Morgoth's ultimate weapon, the first of the winged fire drakes, so vast his wingspan could eclipse the skies. He was fire given will, terror made into flesh. In this alternate tale, Morgoth never betrayed Ungoliant so soon. Instead, he allowed her to linger, promising her the endless treasures of Beleriand. But when the time came to unleash his dragons upon the Noldor, Ungoliant still walked at his side. The Void Spider, jealous and hungry, turned her gaze upon Morgoth's newest creation, the colossal Anchalagon. His fire was life, his power untested. To Ungoliant, he was food. To Anchalagon, she was an intruder upon his skies. The battle began in the shadows of Thangorodrim. Ungoliant wove her webs, blotting out Anchalagon's flame. His first breath of fire scorched her, searing through her darkness. But the unlight devoured the flame, smothering it as if it had never been there. Anchalagon struck from above, his wings creating storms, his claws raking through the mountain stone. Ungoliant climbed his body, her fangs dipping venom blacker than the night itself. Each time he cast her off, she returned, her hunger gnawing not only at his flesh, but at his very flame. Ungoliant was no mere beast, you see. She was an abyss. She sought to drink Anchalagon's fire as she once had drunk the light of the two trees. Yet Anchalagon was not so easily consumed. In fury, he unleashed firestorms vast enough to turn valleys into seas of molten rock. For the first time since the Silmarils, Ungoliant knew pain and fear. But her hunger only grew. She expanded, her form swelling, blotting out stars themselves, trying to smother the black drake into silence. It seemed Ungoliant would prevail, binding Anchalagon in a cocoon of night. Yet, unlike Morgoth, the dragon had no jewels to surrender, no bargain to strike. He fought not with fear, but with rage, calling upon the full power of his fire. Anchalagon ignited with such fury that his body became a living sun. The webs of unlight burned away in a cataclysmic burst. Ungoliant shrieked, retreating into the deep shadows. Her hunger could not endure such a flame. After this cataclysmic battle, neither emerged unscathed. Anchalagon remained Morgoth's greatest weapon, but forever bore the scars of Ungoliant's venom. His flame had been tasted by the void, and its memory haunted him. Ungoliant, wounded yet unbroken, fled once more into the forgotten corners of the world. In this timeline, she did not vanish into mystery, but carried her hunger onwards, perhaps even to confront her own brood, Shelob, among them. This battle of monsters was never fated to be, but in imagining it, we glimpse the deeper truth of Tolkien's world, that even Morgoth, master of Arda's evils, could not control the shadows he unleashed. Anchalagon was fire, Ungoliant was void itself. Their clash was not merely of beast against beast, but of creation against uncreation, of life against hunger. And had they fought, their struggle might have shattered the very foundations of Middle-earth long before the War of Wrath. In the end, we are only left to wonder, who would have really won, the fire or the void? We will never know. That perhaps is a question only the Valar could answer.